Hello, everybody. I'm Chris, and a little over a month ago, I wanted to get the middle school track here in town open to the public to use. I started this kind of journey in getting it unlocked by talking to Andre Kidricks, who is the Director of Operations here for the school system. He wanted me to do two things. One, come and speak with you all about this issue, and then two, get the word out to the public that the reason that the tracks were locked up in the first place is because residents were misusing them. So since then, I did come and talk to you all about trying to get the middle school track open for a trial period, and you all seem to have overwhelming support of doing that. And then I also wrote a letter to the editor trying to get the word out about the reason the tracks were locked up. I also made social media posts about my efforts to get the tracks unlocked, which I've gotten over hundreds of thousands of views on those videos, with a lot of residents reaching out, showing their support of trying to get the tracks unlocked. I also started a petition that had over 100 signatures with people trying to get the tracks in town unlocked. However, what you all told me to do was go back to Andre and talk to him about getting the tracks unlocked. He said he spoke, I assume, with everybody or with some of you all, and really I'm here today to just say thank you to you all. I spoke with him today. He is working to get the middle school tracks fully unlocked for a trial period for the residents to use, and it really is thanks to you all for being willing to let that even happen, to the residents that signed the petition, and really it's thanks to Andre for making it actually happen. So there will be a trial period per Andre, and that'll be coming here once the signs are remade. So really I'm just here to say thank you to everybody for helping me out make this happen. And also Andre's last request for me was to basically do a new little campaign to make sure that residents don't misuse the facilities, because if they do, he will be locking them back up, which I think is more than fair. So really, I'm just here to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And, Ms. Herbert, we typically don't, respond back, but one thing I did talk to Andre, because it was right before, and I think it'll be a 2 or 3 week trial period on that. And this is, and I think working with Andre, not realizing it's not a one or the other. I was mainly accustomed to open athletic facilities and open tracks from my background. Andre, the other. If you look at the whole Commonwealth of Virginia, it's about half and half, probably, if that, and it's very philosophically different. I was principal for 11 years in one building and never had one incident. Couldn't have locked if we wanted to, though, because thinking back, there wasn't a fence around it either. So, but it worked fine for us. I have certainly been to certain areas, like my son did wrestling in high school, and you'd want to run and it would be locked up and have that. And I think those, happen in areas as well. But I wasn't here for any of the time that we had any misuse of it. So I hope there wasn't, and I hope there's not in the future. But I do believe that you trust in people until they show, that it's shown differently. So I'm hopeful that it'll work out. And we do have insurance, and we, like, you can be in the parking lots and they're as much a school facility as anything else. So I think the main thing is we take care of them. And I do think it's a really good compromise, because I think when you look at all the other things that could be potentially damaged in the high school, it's too much. I think that track there is something reasonable that we could easily keep open if it proves to not be a problem. There are some signages that have to be there. Some of those being like it closes at dusk, use at your own risk, and there are insurance provider VACOR language on that. But I'm thinking it'll probably be a 2 to 3 week trial and see how it goes.
Cool. Yeah.
I definitely think it's a good thing for our community. And, if we just go by the custodian's schedule during the workday in the summertime, a lot of people are not getting off at 4 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon, and it's still pretty hot. So it's I think it would be great to be able to use it before it gets really hot, or, when the sun goes down. So, or not dusk, but around that time.
Yeah.
And I also have thought a little bit more about it too. Like, there's better police coverage in town versus you know,
Yeah.
out on Westwood Road too. So, you know, we're fortunate to live in the community where we live, but it is helpful too to have just eyes on the facilities. So anyway, thank you.
Cool. Thank you, everybody.